What we call as Diaoyu today refers to the main island of Diaoyu and its affiliated islands and reefs, including Huangweiyu, Chiweiyu, Nanxiadao, Beixiaodao, Nanyu, Beiyu, and Feiyu. They are located in the waters between east longitude 123 degrees 20 feet to 124 degrees 40 feet and north latitude 25 degrees 40 feet to 26 degrees 0 feet, with a total landmass of 5.69 square kilometers. Geographically speaking, Diaoyu is the extension of the central mountains of Taiwan, and also the extension of the continental shelf, which points up to the fact that Diaoyu is an affiliated island of Taiwan Island. In administrative jurisdiction, Diaoyu was put under the jurisdiction of Yilan County of Taiwan Province. Starting from the Qin Dynasty, many tend to think that Diaoyu and its affiliated islands were uninhabited sea islands where few people went except for fishermen who went fishing in their surrounding waters. As a matter of fact, Diaoyu, like a chain of pearls, has always belonged to China's sea waters. The earliest historical record of the name of Diaoyu can be found in the book Voyage with a Tailwind, Shunfeng Xiangsong. The book records islands on the sea route leading China overseas, starting from 1403, or the first year of the reign of Ming Emperor Yongle, including Diaoyu and Chikanyu, known as Diaoyu and Chiweiyu today. A handwritten copy of the book is preserved in the Bodleian Library of Oxford University in Britain. Ryukyu Islands, located west of Diaoyu, used to be an independent kingdom at sea, called Ryukyu Kingdom. Diaoyu sits on the sea route from China to Ryukyu. Between Chiweiyu at the easternmost tip of Diaoyu and the Ryukyu Kingdom was the Ryukyu Trough with a depth of more than 2,000 meters. It is now called Okinawa Trough and known in China's official historical records as Heishui Gao. In the 14th century, China began to dispatch imperial title conferring envoys to the Ryukyu Kingdom, and the Ryukyu Kingdom began to pay tributes to China and became a vassal state of China's Ming Dynasty. As a result, volumes of records about Diaoyu can be found in the official documents left behind by China's imperial title conferring envoys, such as records of the imperial title conferring envoys to Ryukyu, Shiliu Qiaolu. China was definitely the first to discover, name, exploit, and exercise jurisdiction over Diaoyu. In the following 500-plus years, from the Ming to Qing dynasties, the imperial court sent imperial envoys to Ryukyu 24 times to confer titles on the Ryukyu king. In 1392, the Ming court granted Ryukyu 36 Mingjong households of sailors to serve tribute envoys. After that, tribute-paying missions from Ryukyu came to China over the sea, as many as 240 times. Diaoyu was located right on their route to and from Ryukyu. Diaoyu was not lonesome, nor was it without owner.
我路过了赤鱼岛，我路过了钓鱼岛，这说明这些个岛早就在地图上已经有了，并且早就有名字了，这些名字一直使用到今天。
In 1534, two Ming Dynasty imperial title conferring envoys, Chen Kan and Gao Cheng, took a ship together with the Ryukyu people, sent to greet them to Ryukyu. This experience was included in the records of the imperial title conferring envoys to Ryukyu. Shiliu Qiaolu, then Gumi Mountain comes into sight. That is where the land of Ryukyu begins. The Ryukyu natives, becoming excited in the ship, are happy to be at home. Gumi Mountain is known as Kume Island of Okinawa today. This shows the Ryukyu people didn't think they reached their home until they passed Diaoyu and saw Gumi Mountain.
跟着他同行的那些琉球人的反应，他经过经过赤鱼岛、黄尾岛，没有任何反应；经过钓鱼岛也没反应。过了公里山了，忽然在船里头载歌载舞，为什么呢？他们离家很久了，终于到家了。 那个欢呼雀跃，这已经说明孤米山是琉球的一个边界的一座山。那么在此以前，他记录的什么黄尾岛啊、赤尾岛啊等等，无疑就是我中国自己的领海的范围。
Over 20 years later, In 1562, another imperial envoy of the Ming dynasty, Guo Rulin, wrote in his records of the imperial title conferring envoys to Ryukyu, Shiliu Qiaolu. Chiyu is the hill that marks the boundary of Ryukyu. Chiyu is today's Chiwei-yu, located at the easternmost tip of Diaoyu Dao and its affiliated islands. In his miscellaneous records of a mission to Ryukyu, Shiliu Qiaozalu, written in 1683, Wang Ji, an imperial envoy of the Qing dynasty, mentioned the boundary between China and Ryukyu. Heishui-gao, situated to the east of Chiwei-yu, is the boundary between China and foreign land. It was the common understanding reached by China and the Ryukyu kingdom long ago that Heishui-gao and Gumi Mountain marked the boundary between the two sides. In 1650, the Annals of Zhongshan Shijian, the first official historical record of the Ryukyu Kingdom, drafted under the supervision of Ryukyu's Prime Minister Xiang Xiangshan Kozoken, recorded Gumi Mountain is part of Ryukyu's territory, while Chiyu and the areas to its west are not Ryukyu's territory. In 1561, an illustrated compendium on maritime security, Qiaohai Tubian, compiled under the auspices of Hu Zhongshan, the supreme commander of the southeast coastal defense of the Ming court, included Diaoyu Dao and its affiliated islands on the map of China Fujian's maritime territory for coastal defense, and these islands became the maritime forefront of China's fight against Japanese pirates.
这个书里边的记载的钓鱼语就在这福建省的第7图、第7幅海图里边。那么这里边呢，已经既然进入了我们这个福建海防的一个第7图，那你说明它是什么问题呢？那这钓鱼语是谁的呢？
The Qing government placed more clearly Diaoyu Dao and its affiliated islands under the jurisdiction of the local government of Taiwan. Volume 86 of the recompiled General Annals of Fujian, Chongzuan, Fujian, Tongji, a book compiled by Chen Qiuqi and others in 1871, included Diaoyu Dao as a strategic location for coastal defense and placed the islands under the jurisdiction of Gamelan, today's Yilan County, Taiwan.
图海筹边之后的大量文献当中，我们看到这个钓鱼列岛呢，在明代也好，清代也好，都延续了是中国福建海防的这样一个区域。那么这就表明中国政府对这个钓鱼列岛进行了长期的这样一个管辖。
Countries across the world, including Japan, had no disputes over the ownership of Diaoyu Dao before the 1870s, and Japan and Diaoyu Dao, separated by the Ryukyu Kingdom, had nothing to do with each other. Maps such as a new map of China from the latest authorities published in Britain in 1811, Colton's China published in the United States in 1859, and a map of China's east coast, Hong Kong to Gulf of Liaotong, compiled by the British Navy in 1877, all mark Diaoyu Dao as part of China's territory. Kiyoshi Inyo, late Japanese historian and academic authority, on the basis of repeated study of history, came to the explicit conclusion that Diaoyu Dao belongs to China.
でそうやってやればやるほど尖閣列島はもともとこれは中国のものであって無主地ではない主人のない無主地というものではないという効果それから日本とは何の関係もなかったと。